Yeah, I'm built to endure, rooted within her, healed and whole, now I'm stronger for sure. Yeah. She got that truth that'll lift you up. Mindset shifted, yeah, we leveling up. From broken to bold, from tired to lit. Brittany Brown got you rooted in. Yeah. Rooted within her. Faith, fitness, focus, yeah, I'm built to endure. Rooted within her. Peace in my heart and my purpose secure. Rooted within her. Faith, fitness, focus, yeah, I'm built to endure. Yeah, I'm built to endure. Peace in my heart and my purpose secure.
Rooted within her, Brittany Brown, Jingle title. Thanks for tuning in to Rooted Within Her, your go-to podcast where we're going to be talking about faith, fitness, and having a focused mindset. I am Brittany Brown. I am a veteran, author, mental health therapist, and relationship coach. And I help divorced women break unhealthy relationship cycles, heal their emotional wounds, and rebuild their identity so they can date God's way. So join us daily as we're going to be talking about faith and fitness and having a focused mindset, where you can join our free community so you can have so many resources to help you so you can heal, rebuild, and date God's way. So make sure you grab your notebook, relax, so we can focus on breaking the cycle within and focus on building a better you, because you deserve the best that life has to offer. Be blessed. Welcome to Rooted Within Her. Today we're going to be talking about why you ignore your intuition in relationships. Our scripture of the day is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to verse 6. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight. I want you to focus on living your best life, loving on you, giving your best that you have to give on a daily basis. You know, when you think about giving your best, living your best life, I don't want you to think about doing it for someone else, because the reality of it is today, the rest of today, tomorrow is not promised to us. And if we don't start living for ourselves, what are you going to do? What do you have to give? If your cup is completely empty, you have nothing left to give. And so this scripture says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, meaning that you don't know everything. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. And so it's important for you to be able to do what you need to do and love on yourself no matter what. And so if you are listening to this and you've ever felt deep down that something wasn't right, but you stayed anyway, it's important for you to realize that, hey, I have to do what I need to do for me. I need to operate from a place of true discernment and peace and understanding that everything that I have is important. I can be the best that I can be, but I have to be willing to give my best life to God. And so in order to do that, it starts with you being real with yourself. And so the topic today says, why do you ignore your intuition and in your relationships? Okay, so when you think about ignoring your intuition in your relationships, you might be wondering, why do I keep doing this? And you're doing this because trauma feels familiar to you. Trauma feels familiar to you because of the fact that you are so used to chaos. Okay, and so when you're used to chaos, inconsistency, emotional unavailability, as a child, if that's what you are used to, then you're going to see that and normalize that in your present relationships. So your nervous system may interpret this as, this is good, this is home, this feels safe. And the reality of it is, on the opposite side of that, which actually is a good thing, is healthy feels boring to you. Calm feels suspicious. Like, why are you so calm? Intensity feels like chemistry. And so the reality of this is, hey, your body has confused familiarity with safety. And so I want you to think about yourself and realize, like, hey, where am I at in my life? What is going on in my life? What is it that I need to challenge myself to really look at my childhood and understand, am I acting from a place of what my inner child has recognized as familiar? You know, if you grew up in a household where you endured a lot of mental and physical abuse, then you might find yourself in this relationship enduring more mental and physical abuse, thinking that it's okay because your body says this is normal. And you got to think about it. Being raised in a household 18 years, that's a long time to break a cycle, break a pattern. But first, you have to recognize that something's wrong with it. Another reason you might find yourself in a situation where you're ignoring your intuition in a relationship is because you are afraid to be alone. Loneliness can override discernment. When the fear of starting over feels bigger than the red flags, you minimize what you actually see. And so on the outside looking in, everybody's like, girl, that's crazy. That's crazy that you continue to put up with that. But internally, you have normalized it and you say it's not crazy. And you started saying things like, maybe I'm overthinking. Nobody is perfect. At least I'm not alone. A piece of a man is better than no man. Whatever it is that you tell yourself, you have to stop it because that fear that you're having, it makes your intuition negotiable. And that's the thing. We can't negotiate with foolishness. And so another reason is because you have low self-worth. You know deep down that you don't believe that you deserve healthy love. You'll talk yourself out of your standards. You may rationalize disrespect. You may downplay inconsistency. You may accept the crumbs and call it effort. But the reality of it is, if I'm giving my very best, why in the world would I sit here and settle for bare minimum mentality? And so your intuition requires the self-belief to act on it. You have to believe that you are worthy and deserving of healthy love, a healthy relationship. Another reason is spiritual bypassing. Faith can sometimes be misused to avoid the reality. So a lot of times people say, oh, God will change him. I need to just be patient. Love is long suffering. No, utilize your discernment. You have to utilize discernment. God did not say you are a doormat. You're allowed to allow people to come in any time of the night, do whatever they want to you. No, discernment gets silenced when hope replaces wisdom. So then another reason why is because you're confusing potential with reality. You fall in love with those who, with the idea of who he could be instead of who he is consistently, who he's showing you to be. He's telling you these things, but his actions do not align. Intuition sees the pattern. Hope sees the promise. How long are you going to stay in a relationship based on hope? Hope can be loud, but the reality of it is if they don't see potential in themselves, how can you see that potential for them? They have to be wanting to say, let me get up. Let me do some things. Let me help you. Help me. I want to be better. And if they're not telling you they want to be better and you're not willing to say, hey, like, how long are we going to be here? Then you got to get ready for the long haul. Because the reality of it is you don't have to stay on there. If you stay committed to someone who doesn't even see the potential in themselves, then it's not shame on them, it's shame on you. Another reason is because you're overriding the body signals. Your body often knows first. So you feel a tightness in your chest, anxiety before you see this person. You have this gut of discomfort. You have trouble sleeping. But if you taught yourself to disconnect from your feelings, you ignore these signals. Intuition often is very physical before it becomes logical. And so we have to be willing to look beyond what we actually see. People pleasing over empathy. So people pleasing and over empathy is another reason people ignore those signs. They ignore their intuition because they ignore the inner voice, because they don't want to hurt this person. They're thinking that they're responsible for the reactions of others. They understand this person's trauma. They see this person's pain. Compassion without boundaries becomes self-abandonment. You put yourself in front of that bus or that truck before them because you're trying to save them. But the reality of it is they wouldn't dare try to save you. Shame from your past wrong choices. This is what I deal with a lot of clients on. People who have been married 5, 6, 7 times because they are ashamed of the choices that they've made. They're ashamed of what everyone's going to say about them. You know, they say, hey, after divorce, many women think I already chose wrong one, so who am I to judge? So instead of trusting myself, I'm going to second guess everything, and self-doubt silences the intuition. And that's why statistics show that most people, when they get married again, the second round, it doesn't last so long. And the third round is even shorter, and each round after that is shorter and shorter. So then you have to find yourself. Another reason why is because anxiety is disguised as intuition. Sometimes what feels like intuition is actually fear. If you grew up in instability, your nervous system may overreact. So you swing between ignoring the red flags or hyper fearing the healthy man. And so when someone is really loving you and really genuinely there for you, you might find yourself signalized in a place where you're trying to focus and trying to make something what is not. And so you have to really be real with yourself and say, hey, I want peace. I don't want chaos. I want to live my life in a way that is pleasing and honoring. And so you get to a place where you say, I was never taught to trust myself. And many women were taught to just be agreeable, to defer to the man, do whatever he tells you to do, just submit to him, avoid conflict and doubt their emotions. But intuition is something that needs to be strengthened. It needs to stop being suppressed. It's your time to say, I'm going to recognize the patterns. I am going to exercise spiritual discernment. I am going to pay attention to my nervous system, and I am going to show up as her with wisdom. No longer staying committed to a relationship because of potential. And so if this resonated with you today, make sure you go to Rooted Within Her. And I want to leave you with this CTA. If you want to strengthen your discernment, heal your emotional patterns, and grow in confidence. So you got to recognize the patterns, what's going on. And I'll leave you with this quote. Your intuition whispers long before your heartbreak screams. Your intuition whispers long before your heartbreak screams. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Hey, yeah, I'm built to endure, rooted within her, healed and whole, now I'm stronger for sure. Yeah. She got that truth that'll lift you up. Mindset shifted, yeah, we leveling up. From broken to bold, from tired to lit. Brittany Brown got you rooted in. Rooted within her. Faith, fitness, focus, yeah, I'm built to endure. Rooted within her,